Alright guys, we're back and let's deal with weight painting, more weight painting. So on the previous video I showed you guys the basics, and yeah, so as you can see we're trying to fix the deformation here. So let's go back to 10. If you hold down right click, you can also go to paint skin weights tool. Hold down right click and the right click menu. Right, so let's select this guy. Select this influence, and we want to add influence here on the side. So I will take, so it's all here. We have add and then 0.05, and with that I want to add influence here on the side. So it's just a matter of clicking and really, adding in influence, all angles, just smoothing out our geo and making it work. Make it work, make it work. Yeah, make it work, make it work. So yeah, it's really I don't know, people find this boring, but I find it really relaxing. It relaxes me a lot having to do this. Okay, so as I added influence here, it started acting weird. Let me just see if this works. So basically the goal here is to smooth out the surface and making things work together. Making the influences work where you get the least amount of pinching possible. So yeah, for modelers they find point pushing relaxing. For animators they find, I don't know what they find relaxing. I mean, animation is not relaxing, and that's funny because I'm an animator. But maybe it's the polishing. I find polishing relaxing when it comes to animation, but when it comes to rigging, man, I tell you, this is like a drug to me. Just painting weights. So weird, I know. But yeah, I might want to add some influence here on the side as well. Yeah, so basically I'm just smoothing everything out, making it work. And let's see it in action. So as you can see, we fixed that, we really got it working here, as you can see. Taking away that crease, we still have a bit, but it's working. Let's go back to our bind pose, which is our default pose, then mirror that, and yeah, we're getting nice deformation here. Okay, it's not quite working yet, but you guys see where I'm going, right? And we still have our basic deformation with this guy here. Yeah. When you're weight painting, you might also want to think about how this is actually going to deform. Like if I move both of these guys together, as you can see, we get better deformation. So the animator will obviously not just move this head joint, but because the way we arrange the controllers is, basically you do not want to get this, we have this straight line here and then we have this here. If you want to get better deformation, usually what you want to do is you want to select both and move them at the same time. See? And we get smoother deformation. Now, most animators know that because we do not want our controllers to be cluttered, We want to be able to have that smooth flow throughout the joints. And to do that, we have to have a smooth flow with our what do you call this? Our controllers as well. So yeah, remember the clothes might still hide that. So to do that, let us bind the clothes. So I'll take this guy, move him into the body, add selected objects, and then remove selected objects. So when I hide this, clothes stay. So what I want to do is I'll take this guy, select my COG, my root joint, Constrain, no, skin, bind skin, smooth bind, and there you go. Bound. If I move this around, that is not what we want at all. So I'll take the body, select this, then I'll do the same thing I did a while ago. I'll go to skin, edit smooth skin, copy weights. So as you can see, starting to move the way our body is moving. Now this is weird, it's not supposed to do that. And this is where we go in and paint weights. So I'll select this guy. No, I'll select this guy, throw him into the cloud. Add selected objects. There you go. Ay, ay, ay. Why aren't you copying the weights? I want these weights to be copied over. Skin, edit smooth skin, copy weights. Come on, work with me here. Okay, so this is not working out the way I want it to. Alright, let's paint this. So I'll go into paint, no, not there. Here, I'll select this guy. Paint skin weights. And I will select influence. Select influence. Select influence. Oh, I see now. Okay, I get it, I get it. I have to select this guy. No, I have to select all the floating joints as well. See? This is the problem. Okay, I'll select my clothes again. Skin, detach skin. Okay, so I'll select this, 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 and this. Okay, then select my clothes. Then I'll go to skin, bind skin, smooth bind. Make sure it's in joint hierarchy, and then apply. Close. So now when I move this guy around, he has influence, okay? Because our body has influence there, and since this was not influencing this guy a while ago, it couldn't copy those skin weights. Okay, so now it can. So I'll go to edit smooth skin, copy skin weights, and as you can see, it will copy those skin weights over perfectly. There you go. Yeah. Alright, so let me paint this guy, because there are some things that we want to retain. So I will select this here, influencing here, and I will bend it over here. Let me select these two guys. Isolate. Paint skin weights. Alright. So my front corrective. Alright, so I want to add, I'm going to add in influence here, in front. Let me isolate this one piece here. So what I'm doing is I'm just clicking away, clicking away. I'm just adding an influence, you know, smoothing this out, because I want the clothes to drag a bit as we move down. So if I unisolate this guy, and if I show nerves, and then untoggle the joints, as you can see, we will get a bit of drag happening there, which is nice. And then I can take this, oh, what did I select there? Okay, and mirror this guy over, and as you guys can see, it has better deformation now, and we can hide a few stuff with this. Yeah, so 10 is moving quite nice. That is a weird thing. Rawr. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to have a corrective blend shape later on. I'll show you guys how to do that later on. Yeah. Alright, so let's continue weight painting to the back. Here. Okay. Fudge. You know what? Scratch everything, guys, because looks like it has to be the same. So skin, add smooth skin, copy skin weights, and yeah, just so it drags here as well. It matches the back. Now the back can be different. I can paint these guys. Paint skin weights. Now let us select this one. Select influence. Alright, so now we can add influence here on the hood. Let me isolate this guy. It's not moving. Why not? Oh, it really is that way. Okay, that's fine. So everything is working. Yeah. Alright. Let me toggle clothes. Oh, before I do that, let me remove this. Yeah, toggle clothes. Okay, finally, let's do the legs. So I'll paint skin before I do that. We do not have controllers. Why do we not have controllers, man? Let me double click IK. I'll go to IK tool. Click on this and here, and then IK this as well. The other side. Right. So what we want to do is throw in a curve. Control. Sorry guys, silly me. The pivot will be here on the leg. Okay. Modify freeze. Okay. And parent it here. So now I have a leg control. Yay! Okay, so it is acting the way I want it to, but not quite because of, see all of that? We do not want all of that. So let me animate this first. Here to here. Window, animation editors, graph editor again. Select all of this and spline. Paint! Let me put this back into the clothes. Add selected objects because it's quite distracting. Paint skin weights. And now I'm going to select the hip joint. Now let's see what we can do here. So it has too much influence happening down here. Let me select my COG, my root, and let's add influence. So I'll add influence here. Okay, click away, smooth out everything here. Now we have a stronger number. Let's just pipe it down a bit to 0.2. Now we're getting some pinching here. quite slow, guys. Let's isolate this so we can see it properly. Alright, so now it's a matter of fixing the bum area. Remember, you only have to work on one side, you know, like really get into weight painting, and I learned twice as much. Yeah, it's a good habit, a good habit. Trying to be a good influence here. So yeah, it helped me a lot. I hope you guys do the same when you have time. I know most of my subscribers are also students, and yeah, students don't really have all the time in the world. But yeah, when you do have like the year that I have been rigging, this is as far as this is the best method I have so far for it. My previous rigging tutorial was a piece of, well, it wasn't that good. Yeah, now that I look at it, because I've learned so much this year, and practicing has really helped me a lot. You guys should do the same. So yeah, now we get deformation like this. Not much of the hip is moving. We still have a bit too much of the tummy moving, so let's fix that. Let me pin skin weights. And to check that deformation, see? It's moving a bit too much. We got pinching here. Let's fix that. Smooth the areas that need it. Alright. Not quite the best, but you get what I'm going for. Mirror this over and check it out. Another thing that helps is when you're weight painting. Wait, let me just fix this. Another thing that helps is when you're weight painting, turn on your wireframe so you can see where your points are moving. Now the pros look at this a lot, and the pros know which point has to move with what joint and how it's gonna move. It's amazing. Just watching these people work, it's amazing. So here we are losing a lot of volume here. We are gonna have to manually fix that at some point with blend shapes. I'm not yet that comfortable with that, but as far as I know, get as far as you can with your weight painting. So it's just a matter of really, you know, going in and adding those influences again. Again, don't think of weight painting as, you know, this point has to follow. No, it's more like smoothing out the surface as you animate. Alright? So you only have to do this once, and if you do it right, you only have to do this once. So yeah, really go in and get that deformation you want, you know. Just smooth the stuff out. Smooth it out, you know, just smooth it out. Don't do too much, because see, we get this and we do not want this. The more, yeah, see, it's like, ah, shit. Okay, we ruined this one. That is not quite what I want, but Let's go back and mirror that over. Okay, let's fix this. So let me unisolate this, select this here, and let me smooth this out. So I'll go with a lower number, 0.05, just so I don't over add influence. If that is a word, I hope it is. Another thing to help, that would help, is to work in hard edge view. So it's like I'm modeling, I'm just moving points around. Yeah. And yeah, the smoother you can get, the better. So as you can see, that is the smoothest I have gotten so far. Let me isolate this guy again. And yeah, that is looking amazing. I love it. I just have to fix this part and we're good. So yeah, on the next video, I'll go in and start fixing stuff and we can bind the rest of the geo together and add in the final few controllers, and that's it guys. We're almost done. See you guys in the next video.